I played first base in my day. You're laughing. Why are you laughing?
Because I think of your scout video.
Yeah, dead pull.
Green sweatpants.
Not much pop.
Blowing kisses at the camera.
You saw a few first basemen on Sunday that could teach you a master's class.
And both go about it a little bit differently. That's what I love. Different styles, but both. A-Rod and Matty V on the call, Matt Vasgersian, and they talked about legacy players. Anthony Rizzo's becoming a legacy player for the Chicago Cubs. Home run totals, going to end up being in the top five in most statistical categories. Same with Freddie Freeman if he ends up re-signing with the Braves, which I know needs to get done, Alex Anthopoulos. But they go about it a little bit differently at the plate. I want to take you back to 2017 because Anthony Rizzo's doing pretty much the same thing at the dish when Sean Casey met him in spring training to break down what he does when he goes to the plate. Take a look.
Take us through, why are you on top of the plate so much? And what's your approach when you're on it?
I think it all, again, depends on the situation and the pitcher and whatnot, but most of the time, yeah, I'm right up on there because I want this pitch. I want a pitcher to be able to throw here, which makes it a lot harder when I'm on the plate. And then this pitch I can get to a lot easier than being off the plate.
Are you hunting the fastball?
Hunting the fastball 100% of the time.
100% of the time.
And letting basically the situation dictate itself, but it's always fastball, fastball, fastball. The best way to hit a curveball is hit the fastball,
exactly,
right? That's what everyone says. So,
no doubt about it.
And then you got to have that plate discipline.
Well, he was lying a little bit, I think, because if we dive into his ABs last night, I know he hunts fastball, but he also was on the curveball as well. Let's go. Take a look at this. 0-2 count. Bryce Wilson didn't have his best stuff, missing over the heart of the plate a lot last night, I thought. And right there, that's kind of a cement mixer in the middle of the plate. He doesn't cheat to it and just absolutely destroys it. Run that back for me real quick, because I want to show you the differences in style. First off, they both choke up, which is pretty unbelievable for the young kids at home. Two of the best power-hitting first basemen are both choking up on the bat, which is pretty awesome. Like he says, he's on top of the dish, pretty simplistic swing, a lot generated from his lower half. Run it. And this is a guy, listen, he should stay in that uniform. Rack that back. This is what I'm talking about. This is an 0-0 count. Get it right there. Pause it. This is an 0-0 count. He says he's heater. They went to sound last night where he was at the helmet rack with Chris Bryant, and he said, hey, be prepared when you get on the on-deck circle. I'm swinging first pitch if it's over the heart of the plate. So he had, run it. He had an MO right here that he was taking whatever he threw, backdoor breaking ball opposite field, which is pretty cool because Freddie Freeman does exactly that. He just does it from a different position. Freddie doesn't necessarily hunt heater. Freddie hunts the box. I've hit with him a ton. I've talked hitting with him a ton. Freddie's an octopus at the plate. And what I mean by that, I feel like he presents so much problems for the opposing pitcher because there's really nowhere you can go because he doesn't have, he can't hit changeup. He struggles against breaking ball. He doesn't like heater at the top of the zone. He handles all of it. And he doesn't sit on one pitch. He sits on strike and feels he's good enough to get to anything. Now, Kyle Hendricks didn't have his A-game fastball in a 3-1 count. See you later. I mean, that thing's almost in the street to get it going. Oh, middle in, Wilson Contreras, no cheat to it, and just absolutely destroyed. But that's the difference. Run that back. 1-2 count, and this is the beauty of Freddie Freeman. He is not a one-trick pony. Alec Mills was throwing about a 65-mile-an-hour curveball at times last night, so you had to be leery of it. Freddie gets in a 1-2 count, 7-3. He's 1 for 2 with a bomb, top 6. And that's how it's done. If you're watching at home, that's exactly how it's done. Hands to the baseball, bat head replaces the hands, no cheat. 2 hands on the bat, which is totally interesting. So I wanted to show you this. There's 2 different ways to go about it, right? There's Anthony Rizzo, hunting a heater, all over the dish, trying to dare you to come in here, and he wants to make this pitch more middle. Freddie Freeman knows he can cover, dives a little more standoffish from the plate, and if you miss over any part, all he's trying to do is hit a heater roaster over the shortstop's head. So if you give him that, it's Rocket City right there over the shortstop's head. Now, I get in a 3-1 count, I get count leverage, I can cheat a little bit and pull it for a homer. And if you backdoor breaking ball me, I could shoot it down the left field line. So 2 legacy players for 2 franchises that had monster games last night.
Greg, too. I'm basically Freddie Freeman.
You're Freddie Freeman?
Base.
I was more Freddie. I wish I was half of Freddie.
Let's just pat our backs, shall we?